Well, hello, Charlotte. To Madam Chairman, Marshall E. Kelly, the Republican delegates from all across America, it is a joy to be with you at the 2020 Republican National Convention here in North Carolina. And I want to thank you all for that warm welcome. But I also want to thank a great friend of mine who was a great leader in the state of Wisconsin and is one of the great conservative voices in our party today. Would you join me in thanking Governor Scott Walker for those wonderful and gracious words? It's deeply humbling for me to come to you on a day like today. I heard there was a unanimous vote a little bit earlier. And I'll have more to say about that at Fort McHenry on Wednesday night. But let me just say, a moment like this in my life, I just can't help but think of those ancient words. Who am I? And who is my family that you've brought us this far? And I want to thank you for the honor of this day. But I heard you were all down here in Charlotte doing some business. The beginning of a great week for the Republican National Convention. But I got to be honest with you, I'm here for one reason and one reason only. And that is not just the Republican Party, but America needs 4 more years of President Donald Trump in the White House. It was 4 years ago that all of you gathered here made it possible for America to have a fresh start. You knew we could be strong again. You knew we could be prosperous again. You knew we could have a president who put America first again. And in 2016, you elected President Donald Trump to the White House. And think of all we've done. We revived this economy through cutting taxes, rolling back regulations, unleashing American energy, and fighting for free and fair trade. And after years of budget cuts, this president rebuilt our military. We restored the arsenal of democracy, and we're once again giving our soldiers, sailors, airmen, Marines, and Space Force the resources that they need to defend this nation every day. We've stood up for the rule of law and for our most cherished liberties. This president has seen, with your support, more than 200 men and women confirmed to our federal courts at every level, and they are all conservatives who will uphold the God-given liberties enshrined in our Constitution, like the freedom of religion, the freedom of speech, and the Second Amendment right to keep and bear arms. And I couldn't be more proud to be vice president to a president who stands without apology for the sanctity of human life. But today is about 4 more years. This week we will take our case to the American people. And we certainly heard the Democrats' case last week. It's remarkable to think. And you understand when you listen carefully to their agenda beyond the platitudes and the attitude, you hear an agenda. Joe Biden and the Democratic Party have been overtaken by the radical left. Their agenda is higher taxes, socialized medicine, open borders, abortion on demand, and cutting funding to the men and women who serve in law enforcement at every level. Well, we're going to take our case to the American people. It's a case of lower taxes, free market economics, secure borders, right to life, and we're going to make it clear that this president, this vice president, and this party will always stand with the men and women who serve on the thin blue line of law enforcement. We're going to back the blue. You know, I don't have to tell you here at the Republican National Convention, the choice in this election has never been clearer, and the stakes have never been higher. And we'll be taking our case to the American people this week, but it'll be you and the millions of Americans involved in our party in every state and territory of this nation who will be carrying that message to the phone lines and to the front doorsteps of the American people. And it's the reason why I wanted to be here today. And it's the reason why I got a good feeling you might just see a friend of mine at the Republican National Convention today. Because we wanted to say thank you. We wanted to say thank you for all the work that you have done and all the work that you will continue to do on the days ahead. In the car on the way here after I landed in Charlotte, I was on the phone with more than 5,000 volunteers all across America. We're going to be getting people together in your state and in every state and territory across this land. We already have the largest grassroots campaign in American history, and we're going to secure 2 million volunteers before Election Day. As it really is about re-electing this president for 4 more years, but it's also about an agenda. It's about an agenda that made America prosperous, more prosperous than ever before this great global pandemic struck our nation. More Americans were working than ever before. We were setting records in this economy left and right. And in the midst of this pandemic, as I'll speak about Wednesday night, the leadership of this president and the compassion of the American people shone forth. And we'll continue to work every day until we put this coronavirus in the past. And when we re-elect President Donald Trump, remember, it's going to be 4 more years. That means more jobs. 4 more years means more judges. 4 more years means more support for our troops and our cops. And it's going to take at least 4 more years to drain that swamp. So men and women of the Republican National Convention, it's on. Now is the time. This is the moment for each of us to do everything that we can in our power to re-elect this president, this team, for 4 more years. But let's also do our part to re-elect and elect Republicans up and down the ballot. Let's re-elect a Republican majority in the United States Senate, and let's make sure that Leader Kevin McCarthy is Speaker. Kevin McCarthy in a new Republican majority in the United States House of Representatives. So we've all got work to do, and I know you're up to the task. I saw the way this party, this movement, led our nation back in 2016. And I just know each and every one of you are going to do your part this year to reelect this president and elect and reelect Republicans with strong, sound, conservative principles every day. Because, you know, I heard the other day that democracy is on the ballot. But I think we all know the economy is on the ballot. Law and order is on the ballot. Our most cherished ideals of freedom and free markets are on the ballot. That's why we need 4 more years of President Donald Trump in the White House. So I'm going to slip away because I have a feeling somebody else will be here before too long. And as I said, I'll have more to say about the action that you took today come Wednesday night at Fort McHenry. But I mean to tell you, it's the greatest honor of my life to be your vice president. And I'm going to work my heart out to be your vice president for 4 more years. And I'm absolutely convinced that if all of us do all that we need to do between now and November 3rd, if we organize, if we mobilize, if we hit the phones, if we hit the doorsteps, if we do our part in every state and every territory of this country, we're going to elect and re-elect Republican leaders all across this land. We're going to re-elect President Donald Trump for 4 more years, and with your continued support and with God's help, we're going to make America great again. Again. Thank you all very much. An honor to be with you today. God bless the Republican Party, and God bless the United States of America.
Hi everyone, George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.